All right. Let's see, how loud is the game over my voice? Not as bad as Mega Man. No, let me just to check real quick. Let's see if there's audio options. Nope. Alright. Wouldn't hurt to turn it down just a little bit, but... Oh. Now, there is a couple differences in the Origin collection. For starters, you can do this now, for some reason, which is admittedly kind of cool. And you can also do spin dash, like this version of it. So that's kind of cool that they added that. Anyways. Start off with good old Green Hill. It's a shame they overuse it so much, like later on. I only missed one ring. Not going for the Chaos Emeralds, to be honest. There's really not a very good reason to, at least, in the first one. I think you just get a better ending, technically. I guess really the only difference it makes. Can't go supersonic in the first one. Can in the second one though. But even then, I usually don't really like going for the emeralds because it takes, not only does it take a while, but then like once you get supersonic, it just completely like streamlines the game. You're just playing with cheat codes basically. Oh. It all started here. The first Sonic game had some really interesting, like, level design, structure, or philosophy, if you want to call it that. I don't remember who exactly said it, but it was something along the lines of some worlds were made to be more, like, speed and platforming focused, and, like, other worlds were made to be more, like, slower and, like, I doubt he used the word puzzle, but a lot slower as, like, pace breakers, and have stuff like these little, I wouldn't really call them puzzles, but like a problem you gotta solve, instead of just kind of like blazing through everything. I understand in theory, but I don't think it worked very well in practice, because then it just made like it just made the worlds feel very separate in this game. Like, you got Green Hill, very fast paced, very, you know, blitz right through everything, right? And then you got, right afterwards, you got this, the Marble Zone, which is like super slow. Like, you're kind of going through this labyrinth with like traps and like stuff you gotta push. There's not really any running, there's no like loops you gotta go through or anything. It's still good though, but it was a little bit awkward. I think the best way to go about it is like a good balance, where I think that's where something like Sonic 3 did a good job of. Sonic 2 is my personal favorite, like, classic Sonic game. It for the most part just chose the route of like every level it's just about speed. Honestly, I think that worked really well. Very confident in the concept of Sonic, you know what I mean? And it turned out to be one of the best ones when they just, you know, just had full confidence in the concept of Sonic, where it's like high speed platforming. Worked very well. I do think this game gets a lot of flack though. This is because, like, yeah, like a lot of the Sonic games after this one are better. But this game is really good. You also gotta take into account that it was like the first one, you know what I mean? Like, obviously they were going to get some things wrong, right? Get some drink of water. Oh, also, in anniversary mode, there's no, men or lives, I should say. Which I'm gonna be honest, I don't mind. Because the only difference it makes is that if you die too many times, you don't have to restart the entire game over. Which, I understand why. Games were different back then, they were more hard. And also, they were a lot shorter than a lot of games nowadays. So how do you make your game longer? Like, you know, no saves, essentially, right? And you have a limited number of times you can actually die. So, it's basically just for convenience. And I'm not against that. One of the main reasons I wanted to play on Anniversary Edition, though, or Anniversary Mode, is for widescreen. Because, from my knowledge, oddly, the Classic Mode, it does not have a widescreen. It's just like, I don't know what you would call it, but it's how it originally was. Uh-oh. I thought I might just go for it. Huge mistake. It despawned my frickin' cube. Okay. Maybe a little bit careful here. Yeah, the Marble Zone in particular, I think is really underrated. I can understand the hate for the Labyrinth Zone. I mean, I do think people over-exaggerate it a little bit. They act like it's the bane of your existence if you were to play. Or it will be the bane of your existence to play the Labyrinth Zone. Like, yeah, it's really slow and it's kind of difficult and annoying, but it's like, it's not that bad. My problem is that the third act of Scrap Brain is another Labyrinth Zone level. I mean, Labyrinth Zone already had 3 levels. It did not need a 4th. You know what I mean? It should have just been a Scrap Brain Zone Act 3, not a Labyrinth Zone Act 4 called Scrap Brain Zone Act 3. And on top of that, it's also like the most difficult like stage in the game. I think that's where a lot of the hate of the Labyrinth Zone comes from. It's like you get bored of it really quick because the levels are, you know, pretty long. Because they're, you know, you're underwater during a lot of it, so the levels are, you know, just naturally kind of longer than most of the other levels in the game. So they're arguably the worst levels in the game. They're the longest levels in the game at the same time. And then on top of that, they have the most levels as well than any of the other ones. Because again, Scrap Brain Zone Act 3 is literally just Labyrinth Zone Act 4. Kind of awkward. But again, not that big of a deal. It's not that bad. That's bad. That's bad as well. Alright. Ooh, gotta be careful. Excuse me. I almost breathed my water. I kind of did a little bit. This is one of the weirdest, like, stages in the series. For starters, they never, what's it called? They never overused this stage into Oblivion like they did something like Green Hill. But also it's just, I don't know, it's just a lot different than a lot of them you see. And it's just like slap tabs somewhere in the like early mid-game of Sonic 1. Got some banger music though. I'm unmuted, right? Okay. Just wanted to make sure that I'm gonna die. Thought I was gonna die. I don't think I've ever even been in this little secret. Interesting. You think it would at least have like a min or something. We're getting beat up this stage, huh? And also be careful here, these old Sonic games got that like Mega Man X6 collision to where if you like even remotely get, you know, quote unquote crushed by two objects, you will die instantly. Even if it doesn't look like it. Even if you were like, you know, clearly not enough for it to kill, it will. So. Uh-oh. Dude, we were surviving without them rings. I had to be super careful. I need to slow down here in a minute, because we're about at the end of the stage. Yeah, right here. Because there is like a death pit, so we have to slow down. Oh, this boss, yeah. This is bad. That was a huge mistake. Should be one more. Why did I get an autosave like right when I got a stinking bubble? You know what, I think it just does it periodically. It just saves stats or something. Yeah, I should probably get an air bubble. But we're risking it, gamers. Okay, I really regret not getting one. Oh, never mind. Make some good progress. The boss at the end of this act or stage, world, whatever you want to call it, is also very interesting. It's not really a boss. You just chase him for a little bit and then you beat the stage. Give me the Marines. You know, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of those games that the more I play it, the funner it is, honestly. Oh yeah. Where's this ring right here? Like, you can see why Sonic blew up at the time. It wasn't just a fad or, you know, the next cool thing. Like, this game, they could really back up what they were saying about it. And it only got better. Like, this game is already really good, but Sonic 2 is way better than this game. And that just goes to show just how good, like, Sonic 2 is. You can get crushed here, I think. No, never mind. Oh, I'm thinking of the spikes. Okay. So you can have the neurons firing. Trying to warn myself. worth it. Give me that false supersonic. I need to be careful here in a minute. There's a oddly difficult part, I think. We about to drown, gamers. It should have came down a long time ago. That's a glitch, because I know for a fact that I've missed it before, and it'll eventually come back down. Why did it, like, take so long? Or just never came down? Kind of morbid. The secret here is just to take your time. No lie. You got plenty of time. Like here, you'll like hit the top of the water and it'll mess you up quite a bit. Okay, I should have waited a little longer there so I didn't take that. Oh man, I messed it up. Yeah, you really need the shield there. Oh, I'm sorry, my leg's falling asleep. Is there really no way to get any rings here? But yeah, this is the boss I was talking about, by the way. Oh, I did it again. Oh, I jumped though, I jumped. Ah. We really need a ring. So we need to make sure we not do that again and get hit by that fireball. Yeah, that's right here. Now we should be able to get through. Okay. I really love the Starlight Zone. The music's really great too. It's really short though. Like, especially if you compare it to the Labyrinth Zone, you blaze through Starlight. Aw, I thought you squeezed by there. I forgot about that. That's me all the way back. Oh. Oh, I thought that was death. I think we can just fall here. Not gonna lie, this might be my favorite world in the game. It feels very Sonic 2-ish, honestly. Oh. There we go. Hope that comes back now. I don't think it will. Now, wow, I cannot English. Interestingly enough, two different approaches you can take to this boss. You can either use the spikes against Eggman like this, or you can use the spikes to get you up to Eggman. Like that. Excuse me. Getting attacked by hiccups. And the first Sonic game is really short, ain't it? We're not even 50 minutes in and we're already at Scrap Brain, I think. Yeah. You don't need to use the spin ball here, I just like to. I mean, they added a spin ball to Sonic 1, so like, might as well use it. It's really cool. I mean, Sonic always had the spin dash, or spin ball, but he didn't get the spin dash, or whatever this, until Sonic 2. I think that's really interesting that they added it for Sonic Origins, essentially the Anniversary Collection. This collection has some issues, but you know, it overall gets the job done. You get Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles, and CD. And CD. And for modern systems, I think I got it at a good price. Like, it was worth it to me. Oh no, I think I'm dead. Okay. Whew. I've been trapped there before. I've been trapped there before. Oh no. It's so ambiguous, I don't remember which one's like the death pits and stuff. Are we backtracking? There's no way we're backtracking. I'm just tanking, aren't I? But yeah, watch this. Instead of getting like a Scrap Brain Act 3, this just happens. You won't believe it. Look, it's just literally, it's, an Act 4, too. Labyrinth. Uh-oh. Dude. Last frame. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. We should be dead. Okay. Sheesh. Struggling over here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need a bubble. I think it's technically better to climb here. Yeah, never mind. Oh, that's so cheap. Uh-oh. Alright. We ain't got no rings, but you don't get no rings for the final boss anyways. Really? I hit him there. This boss originally would be harder by you just having to do this. Not a lot harder, but the timing like a little bit more strict maybe. Since you have the spin dash, you can be a little bit, it's a little bit more lenient, I guess. Either way, it's not that hard of a boss. Nope. I can't tell if I hit him there or not. I did bounce off. See? Like, I am bouncing off of him on the spin dash. I mean, I don't know. Might need to switch sides. Assuming the spin dash is hit, this should be last hit. Nope. Okay. One more? One or two more? Probably. Uh-oh. That was poorly timed, but we made it. Yeah, I don't know if you hit him or not when you do that spin dash. I'm assuming you do, because I killed him kind of quick. And there you have it. Sonic the Hedgehog. That was probably the quickest playthrough I've ever done, personally. Under an hour. Go ahead and put that in the games I've beaten this year list. Okay. Apparently that is the 4th time I've beat Sonic 1 this year. Anyway, we can leave so I can get my final thoughts. Excuse me. Give my final thoughts in peace and quiet. Apparently not. But anyway. I guess I'll go ahead and call it a stream. A shorter stream, similar to yesterday. I did not think I was going to beat it this fast. I thought it was going to be at least like in 90 minutes maybe. This was a really quick stream. I do plan to also play Sonic 2 this month. I might honestly do my Sonic 2 playthrough like tomorrow and do it as a double stream where I do something else that night. But we'll see. We'll see. We still got some more first time streaming / first playthroughs coming up. Tomorrow I will knock out another one, or try to. It's going to be an RPG horror game that I've been waiting on for a few months now. I played the intro, but that's all I played. It seems like a pretty cool game, so I decided to save it for a stream, and DOCvember kept getting closer and closer, so I decided just to wait till then. I think this is the end of the credits, so we'll just go ahead and let it run its course. Yeah, we didn't even get a single emerald, did I? Did we? I didn't even try. I was just here to play through the game. Let's see. Oh, I forgot they added little cutscenes. Alright, we'll go ahead and call it here. This was day 15. We are officially now halfway through DOCvember. I'll be back tomorrow with day 16, was most likely a longer stream. Because I heard that game is at least a couple hours long. And I do plan to take my time with it as well. Anyway, thank you for joining. And I'll catch you in day 16.